welcome back to Carrie's Culinary Crafts, and if you're new, welcome. Here on Carrie's Culinary Crafts, we talk all things food, and today, this intro is for starting out the week 8 of the Pantry Challenge. Now, it is Friday, so the week doesn't start until Sunday, but I have surgery on Monday. You know, this has been long awaited. A lot of you that have been here for a while, you know about issues I've been having with my hands. I am getting surgery on my my right thumb, and I am getting several shots in my right wrist. So basically, at least for 3 days, but I'm giving myself grace for a week. I have a feeling I'm not going to be doing much filming for the Pantry Challenge. So I wanted to go ahead and make this intro to explain that. I certainly am going to try and get at least photos of what has been made. Apparently the recoup time is supposed to be pretty quick, but I've gotten shots in my hands before, and I know that for the next 3 days at least, I basically have no use in my hands. So I'm giving myself that 3 days plus a little bit extra leeway since I'm having surgery on my right hand. So I don't want to push it. I'm hoping that these surgeries or this surgery works. And then going forward, then I just won't have to deal with this issue anymore. But anywho, so the surgery is coming up Monday, and I just wanted to let you know that this video might not have much cooking in it. I plan on pulling out a bunch of freezer meals that my husband can just throw in to the oven. Very little preparation. That is one of those perfect reasons to have freezer meals in your freezer, because when you can't cook, you still have a good homemade dinner. Hi, honey. Okay, my son just came home from school, so I kind of got interrupted. I'm not really sure where I was. I think I was talking about I will be getting out some freezer meals this weekend and having them thaw in the refrigerator. And so there will be some nice, easy things for my husband to do if I can't do it, or if I can do it, then, you know, woohoo. But I'm basically planning on having freezer meals and leftovers all next week. So I will take a snapshot or film whatever I can, but I'm not promising anything. I basically want to try to remember to get a snapshot. That way you can see what we had for dinner, because even though I have this surgery, the Pantry Challenge goes on, right? So with that, then I know that this video is going to be a lot shorter. So I thought I'd take some time and talk about something totally not food, only because I get I've gotten several messages regarding this. So I thought that I would talk a little bit on here. I will put a timestamp on the screen here. If you want to bypass this part, you certainly can and get right into the Pantry Challenge stuff. But something that I have gotten several messages about were people asking about my tattoos that I have. And they were curious on basically what they are for, you know, what they mean to me, that type of thing. So I thought I would just go ahead and give a little explanation on here. Like I said, if you don't want to see this part, you can go ahead and bypass it. But I'm just going to kind of give a quick overview of what my tattoos are. On this hand, this arm, this all has to do with Libra. My birthday is in October. I am a Libra. And I very much like getting into the whole background of astrology and, you know, astronomy and all those type of things. So I like to get backgrounds on the time of year, the day of the year that I was born. Now, I'm not like a fanatic or anything like that, but I do enjoy reading about it and learning about different things. So on this arm, it is all Libra. I have Libra symbols here. Okay, so on my hand here, I have the Libra elements. This is just the Libra symbol itself. This is the scales. This is the element air. And this represents my ruling planet, which is Venus. A lot of people think it's the female sign too, but this is actually the glyph of Venus. And then up here, I just have the year that I was born, 1969. So yeah, that makes me over 50, yeah. And then up my arm here, this is the Libra bird, which is the phoenix, which is the fire bird. And here I have written in Gothic. It's hard to read, but I like the print of it. I like the Gothic print. And it just says, I will rise from the ashes. And then these are all the ashes from the phoenix rising up. So that is what is on this hand. This says Libra right here. And then this is my Lady Justice with the scales. So, and then some that you can't see, I mean, I have down my whole spine, I have all the glyph symbols, again, of Libra down my back. So, and then on this hand, this arm is a little bit different. I just started one. I got work started yesterday. So this hand is going to be body jewelry or jewelry armor, whatever you want to call it. So it starts here, and I have a padlock here. I love locks and old padlocks and keys, and I love those symbols. So that's just a padlock hanging down there. And I have partial arm done. And then this one here, this is Infinity, which is the same as my necklace here. It has both of my son's name, Alec and Damien, and their year that they were born. And then this up here is the newest. This is more body jewelry. As you can see, this is a giant, it's going to be a giant gemstone there. And then there's a smaller gemstone here, kind of like my hand. There's a smaller one here, and there's a larger one here. Now these larger gemstones are going to be colored purple, actually. So, and this is going to come down and join and do all the things. So I pretty much have had an appointment every month for the last 2 years. So every time I go, I get a little bit more and a little bit more. And I have a few more miscellaneous ones. And those of you that are asking, why, you either get it or you don't get it. Some people don't understand tattoos. Some people don't mind tattoos on other people, but they don't want them for themselves, and that's fine. This was something that I have always was interested in. I got my very first tattoo when I turned 18. That was my birthday present to myself. And I got it on my hip. And then when I was 21, I got another tattoo on the back of my shoulder here, which is a peacock. And that was a birthday present to myself when I was 21. Then when I was 25, I got a big sun, and that's on my lower back. Me and a bunch of girlfriends went to a beach house for a weekend, and we all got tattoos that weekend. And it wasn't quite my birthday weekend, but it was close to that. So that was my birthday present to myself, was getting the big sun. So then after that, I kind of had to take a little break because I worked in the corporate world, and I was getting tattoos places where I could hide them, easily hidden with tops and, skirts and everything. I had to wear a suit to work every day, basically. I mean, I was in the accounting field. So it was, so I had to take a break for a little while. And I even did have a couple jobs where, like, if there was a tattoo that was being seen, it had to be covered by a Band-Aid or something. You couldn't have it shown in the office. So even though I very much enjoyed and wanted to continue on the tattoo journey, I wasn't ready to do the whole back thing. So I just kind of had to take a break for a while. And then it got to the point that I was getting exhausted of work. Now, my husband stayed home with the kids and I worked. And then we just got to the point that we kind of flip-flopped, because I was working so much. I would get up in the morning before my kids got up, so I wouldn't see them in the morning. By the time I got home from work, they were in bed already. I was just putting in astronomical hours, and I just had it. Yeah, the money was great, but I didn't get to see my children. And then they wanted to take my Saturdays away instead of letting me hire somebody else. They're like, well, you could just come in on a Saturday. Well, the weekends was the only time I got to spend with my kids. So my husband and I talked, and at that point, my husband went back to school, and because he changed what he wanted to do, and he went back to school for computer programming, and he went through college. And then once he was out of college and he had a job lined up right out of school, and then I stopped working. So I was home with the kids, and my husband worked. And the nice thing about what my husband does is he did work in an office for a couple years, but the majority of the days he would spend home. His job, he can work from home, and now he's full-time working from home. So it works out really good. So my husband and I get to see each other, even though he's working all day. I still get to, make him lunch or make him snacks or see him when he comes down for a break or something like that. But so that's where we are right now. And when that happened, then I started thinking, hey, I could go back to the whole tattoo thing, because it never left me. And people used to say back when I was 18 and 21, oh, what are you going to do when you're old and you have tattoos on you? Well, I'm 53, I think, 53, I think. And I'm loving them. I'm still getting them. So I'm over half my life. So I don't think there's going to become a dread of them by the time, you know, that I'm gone. So meanwhile, I talked to my husband and, you know, and I told him what, you know, what I wanted to do and something that is interests me. And of course, if it bothered him, then I wouldn't have done it because, you know, doing this is a lot, you know, and if he had no interest in that, then I wouldn't have done it. But he's like, hey, do what you gotta do. You can do it now. So do it. So I am, slowly but surely. I have a 3-hour appointment every month. That's basically how it's working. So, okay, and I think that is all of my tattoos, at least that you can see. Like I said, I have a peacock on my shoulder. I have the symbols going down my back. And I have a sun, a really large, fiery sun, my lower back. And my very first tattoo that I got was a dove. And I got that when I was 18. So there is the story of what my tattoos are and why I have them. And yeah, so that's it. So now I am going to finish out this intro so we can get into, you can see whatever it is that we eat on the week that I have surgery. I have surgery Monday, so pretty much the whole week is going to be shot for me. So, but like I said, I would definitely try to remember to bring out or to at least take photos, if not video, of the meals that we have. Thank goodness for freezer meals. Hi friends, it is the week that I had my surgery, so thank goodness for convenient foods because I can't use my hands at this point. So I had some stuff in the freezer that my son could just throw in the oven. Had some taquitos and some pizza rolls. So that is what is for dinner. Okay, for my lunch today during this week of surgery, I am having some, this is my home canned, there's ham, bean, and cabbage soup. And that is what I'm having for lunch. Today's dinner is just a simple dinner of spaghetti with meat sauce. This ground meat is already cooked. It was canned on my shelf. So I'm just heating that up. And then I will add my tomato sauce to it and just let it simmer on low for a while. And then I'm just going to cook up some spaghetti noodles And we have a spaghetti with meat sauce dinner. One more dinner and 3 cans used up for the pantry challenge. And I will see you when it's time to plate it up. Okay, friends, I know that wasn't much of a video. There wasn't much cooking going on. I do apologize for that. And it might actually be going on a little bit longer. I'm doing very, very well. The surgery went really well. And I don't have any pain, at least at the moment. I still don't have some movement, and I still can't put pressure or anything like on my wrists. But so I don't know what I'm going to be doing for next week. Maybe I know I have some footage of things that I've done prior to, so I'll just make sure that I get some videos out there, but I can't promise you that it's going to be what we had for dinner, unless it's kind of like what I did this past week, just kind of showing you, a quick video of what we had. But I'm not really able to use my hands with a knife and stuff like that. Like, I can't cut things. I can't get this hand wet. So yeah, until I get the stitches out of this, and I don't even have the appointment until next Tuesday. So hopefully when they take this off and the stitches come out, then hopefully I'll at least be able to get it wet, because I can't wash this hand when I shower. It has to be completely bagged and covered and saran wrapped and all that good stuff. So so maybe I'll just try and do a few videos that I can do without necessarily having to use my hands. Maybe this next video I'll give you a tour of what I have left. Now, the pantry challenge is officially ending next week with the end of February. And I still been kicking around the idea of whether I was going to move forward, continue doing it. Because as you can see behind me, I have lots of gaps, lots of holes. Did really, really well, other than this past week. Did really well using up things that we've had in the pantry, all of my canning things. And I'm really happy with all the jars that I've used, but I still have a lot to use. So I've been kind of kicking around of continuing on the pantry challenge, but perhaps since the official pantry challenge is over, I may alter my rules a little bit, because I was thinking of, I'm really, missing the fresh produce, the fresh salads, because we are a salad family. We love to eat salads, and we haven't had salads in a while. So I'm thinking of maybe if I do continue on, not only will I be okay, it'll be okay with buying dairy, I'm also thinking of the fresh produce and things like that. But let me know your thoughts on that. Do you want me to continue showing you what I use up from here? Do you want me to move on to something else? I could do either or, because even for myself, I'm still going to be focused on using this, whether it's for video purposes or not, because, you know, spring is coming pretty soon. So we're going to have that garden going, and I'm going to need to make the space to, you know, to preserve new things. So, yeah, so with that, again, I apologize. This wasn't that great of a what's for dinner or pantry challenge video, but it was about all that I could do this past week. And hopefully after I get the stitches out and I am able to use the hand a little more, then maybe we can get back into cooking or a little bit. So let me know in the comments down below. Are you interested in seeing me continue the pantry challenge going forward? But like I said, the only rule that I would alter is the fact that we could get fresh produce and the dairy. That was the one rule that I had for myself anyway, is that that we could get dairy. But yeah, so let me know your thoughts on that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.